Our 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander had over $6,000 NOI. Here's the breakdown. So our red Mitsubishi Outlander in 2023 brought in $13,846 on Turo. This was a pretty good start to the year. We had about almost $1,000 between the actual income and then also reimbursements and everything at the beginning of the year. And then in March, we had a bit of a drop down because we actually tried doing private earlier in the year. It was okay. We had someone that rented it out and we made about $500 off of that, but it was difficult to reimburse us for some of the additional costs and stuff after they returned the vehicle. So after that, we stopped doing privates for a while and pretty much started relisting it back on Turo full time. So back in April, it bumped up, as you can see, to over $1,000 and then steadily went up into the summer months. In May, did $1,375. In June, dropped down a little bit, just a little bit over $1,000. In July, did really well. It was on a trip pretty much the whole month and brought in $2,153. In August, went down a little bit, but still did really good, $1,405. In September, did good, $1,218. October, $1,342. And then again, as we said in other videos, we started doing private rentals in like November. So in November, it dropped down a little bit more, but we actually made $1,214 off of a private rental. So we did really good on private. And then we did a little bit more in December. So we did $1,009 on Turo in December, but then we also had a trip for $363.50 in December on private. And that brought our total between Turo, which was $13,846, plus our private rentals for a gross profit of $15,923.50. And then as for this specific Outlander, we actually purchased it from a dealership for $33,566.87. And our monthly payment on this one is $613.32, which means that our total amount that we paid through the course of the year was $7,359.84. And then as for our operating expenses, we have ARC insurance, that's $90 a month, and for the 12 months that was a total of $1,080. And then oil changes, because this was a brand new vehicle that we bought from the dealership, most of our oil changes up front were covered by the dealership at no cost to us. However, towards the end of the year, we did have to come out of pocket for more oil changes, and that total was $279.06. Tires, we had to do tires in December, which is part of the reason it was down, because we actually had to get tires ordered. Those came in and the total was $539.96. And then our state inspection we had to do again in December to re-up, so that was another $20. It did have a recall repair as well in December that we had to get taken care of, but again, it's under warranty, so we didn't have to come out of pocket for that, which brings our total for operating expenses to $1,919.02, which means that our total out-of-pocket expense between our monthly payment and then also our operating expenses was $9,278.86, which brings our net income for the whole year to $6,644.64. which is not bad for a finance vehicle. Again, for our finance vehicles, I try to get them with $0 down. So no out-of-pocket expenses at all when we purchase a vehicle, which means that this $6,644.64 is basically infinite return on that $0 we put down. So again, if you're someone that's looking to do finance cars, this one rents out pretty well, especially on private. We're doing that more often now than we were before. And then this one actually is on a private rental as we speak in 2024. And so far this year has made over $6,000 and we haven't even finished February. So this one will continue to keep it on private. We won't switch it over to Turo unless we get really slow on private rentals for some reason. So yeah, this one, again, if you're looking at finance cars, having a larger SUV with this one has 3 rows is really good. It's something that people ask for, and it's something that gets a lot of repeat bookings. So if you have any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.